What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. And today, in this beaming UK weather, which is just way too hot, and I hope it would go back to a bit colder because it's just way too hot. For some people, I guess it's just nothing. People that are like from countries where it's really hot, but for me, who lives in the UK my whole life, it's too hot. But like I said, today I'm gonna have my first podcast kind of thing. Basically, it's just something I wanted to try out, something I've wanted to do for a while. Quite a few people in the manga community do podcasts, and it's something that I wanted to try out. So for today's podcast, I'm just going to be talking about just general stuff to do with manga, my opinions on all my series in the collection, kind of my ranking of them, and also like a tournament style manga versus manga kind of thing, which I believe Miggs has done on one of his old podcasts on his previous channel. So that's kind of the general things that I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to try and keep these podcasts between 20 minutes to half an hour, 15 minutes to half an hour, just somewhere in between that time parameter. And in terms of stuff that I'm going to be talking about, sometimes I'll do like the whole podcast about one topic in particular, and sometimes I will kind of divide it up into different things that I want to talk about. Like a podcast I want to do further down the line is a whole thing just talking about comparing like manga and comics and just talking generally about those two things. And I'm thinking about uploading these podcasts every other Sunday, with the exception of the next few weeks, which I'll talk about in a minute. But other than that, yeah, I think every Sunday is a good time frame. But I will probably be doing it 3 weeks in a row because I want to upload from this Sunday to next Sunday, just every day. I'm going to try to set that goal for myself. Got a few videos lined up, so I'm going to try and do that, which means there would be a podcast next Sunday, and then the following Sunday, because that's just the usual day for it. And then after that, there'll be a week break, and then it will go to the normal schedule. But like I said, I do think every other Sunday is a good time for it. So just let me know what you think of this first one. I'll probably be doing a few cuts just to like get a drink of water or something like that, and to like organise the manga for the next section of what I'm going to talk about. So I will get the first bit kind of ready, and I'll be back with you in a second. So the first thing I wanted to do was talk about my plan for basically every single manga I have in my collection. A video I did similar to a video that I've previously done where I basically talked about every series in my collection. So I'll just start off with the first section of manga, which is series that I've completed. So basically series that I don't need to worry about buying any more volumes for. We have Orange, which is just 2 volumes, Solanin, which is just that completing one, Tokyo Ghoul 14 volumes, the Death Note Black editions, which is 6 or 12 regular volumes. There's 2 in 1 for All You Need Is Kill, 5 volumes of Asher Lost in Space, 72 volumes of Naruto, 2 volumes of Attack on Titan No Regrets, and 21 volumes for Assassination Classroom. These series are all complete, so there's no worry about buying any more volumes or anything going out of print there. So that's that first section. I'll move that out of the way. And the next section of manga is just 3, and these are manga that I'm probably going to watch the anime for before purchasing any more volumes of it. I have the first 4 of Food Wars, the first Hunter x Hunter, and the first 3 for Haikyuu. But I think that's all I'll collect of these series for a while, with the exception of maybe a volume here or there, just to try and catch up a little bit, probably more so for Haikyuu. But these are just the 3 series that I'm considering just watching the anime for first, before really investing in the manga. Just so it kind of, especially because those 3 are all 3 series that have 30 plus volumes, it just kind of lightens the load a little bit for now, allowing me to get other series that kind of I prefer to get in manga form. Whereas with those 3, I don't really mind exchanging them out for 3 series that have excellent anime. So yep, the next batch of 3 is box set series. These are just series that I'm going to collect in box sets instead of buying individual volumes for, Bleach completing 3 box sets, One Piece having 3 box sets out but still ongoing, and then Tokyo Ghoul, which doesn't actually have a box set yet, but because Tokyo Ghoul got one, I believe a couple of months to a year after Volume 16, the final volume of Reed comes out, we will get a box set release for it, similar to Tokyo Ghoul. So I probably won't buy any more volumes for it, unless a box set does get either announced or confirmed that there won't be one. The next section of volumes here are volumes that I am going to try and stay up to date with, or am already up to date with. So there's quite a few series here. Can't see a few at the top there. So the first two are Harry Ride and High Rise Invasion. I'm not up to date with either of these, but I want to be up to date with them, so that's kind of why they're in this section. Same with Children of the Whales, Radiant, Kaguya-sama, Dr. Stone, and 20th Century Boys, all series that I am not up to date with. Oh, and Blue Exorcist, series that I'm not up to date with but I'd like to be. And then these 5 series here, I am up to date with the latest volume, unless Dragon Ball Super 5 has come out in the UK. I'm not sure about that, but I don't think it has yet. So I'm up to date with all of these series. I'll just move these volumes here. And the next segment is series that I know the kind of final volume for. Either they've already come out or they're going to be released soon, and that I do want to finish. So I want to finish Your Name, a 3-volume series, 12 volumes for Ultimo, 37 for Magi, 30 single volumes for Crocus Basketball, 15 of these 2-in-1s, 13 for Deadman Wonderland, and 5 for Black Torch. So those are series that I'm looking to complete. There are series that I do want to continue because I enjoy them. So that's that section. The next section is series where I've just got to read the first volume before I make any kind of more decision on it. For Monster I have the first 3 omnibus volumes, and then 9 for D. Greyman, 1 of Seraph at the End, and 1 of Boruto. So once I read the first volume for these series, I can make a better judgment and decision on what I want to do with them. Monster I feel like is the most likely series out of these 4 which I'm going to complete, and I'm pretty much certain about it. So yeah. And this final section is series that I haven't necessarily dropped, but they're kind of stuck in some sort of limbo where I'm not really feeling that I need to buy the next volume anytime soon because I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoy the rest of the series in my collection. But I do enjoy them enough where I want to get more at some point in the future, with the exception of Dragon Ball, which is just something my uncle gave me, the first omnibus for that. I want to get the box sets for that so that can technically go in the box set section. But other than that, everything else on this list is kind of stuck in a limbo type thing where I'm not really sure which way I'm going to go with some of them. The series that I'm least likely to buy any volume for is Attack on Titan Before the Fall, because I want to have the main Attack on Titan series as a priority before this one. So that's the least likely series that's going to see any more volumes anytime soon. So that is it for series that I would like to, or kind of my order of my series in my collection, how I feel about them, and what I want to do with them. There is also something that I set myself, a goal that I set myself at the end of last year, to have 5 series from each publisher, and I've kind of, although I haven't done that, I'm making a small bit of progress here and there, and I've actually jotted down the 5 series from each publisher that I want the most basically, and then 5 series within those which kind of high priority, and then 5 which are of the least priority. And the Viz 5 are the 5 with the least priority, because obviously most of my collection is Viz, and there is a lot in my actual collection that I need to get. But the 5 Viz ones are Full Metal Alchemist in the hardcovers, Demon Slayer, Pluto, Bakuman in the box set, and then Slam Dunk. The reason Slam Dunk's on there is because after Kuroko's Basketball I won another sports series, and it was either between Slam Dunk or Whistle, so I still might change it in the future, but right now it's Slam Dunk because the volumes are reasonably hard to find for that, so I want to try and get the series before they become even harder to get. You already can't buy them on UK Amazon, but there is still, with the exception of a few volumes here and there, the whole series on Wordery and Book Depository, which are both equally as good places, if not better, to buy manga from. Then Dark Horse, the 5 series are Berserk, I Am a Hero, Mob Psycho 100, Blade of the Immortal, and Cardcaptor Sakura. I tried to, while doing this list of like publishers and series within them, I tried to kind of vary the genres within them. So a few different things. I think if you can tell by the 1st and 5th series, where the first one's Berserk and the last one's Cardcaptor Sakura. I do want the Dark Horse versions of that as opposed to the brand new Kodansha ones that are coming out, because I just think that the Dark Horse ones firstly are finished and just look nicer and just feel nicer as well. But speaking of Kodansha, the 5 series from Kodansha I want are Sailor Moon in the Eternal Editions, Attack on Titan, Battle Angel Alita hardcovers, Fairy Tail, and Akira in the box set. For 7 Seas I want Citrus, High Rise Invasion, which I've already got the first volume of, Devilman in the classic collections. I want to Eat Your Pancreas because I watched the movie for that and it was one of the best anime movies I've seen. If not the best, I think it's better than Your Name in my personal opinion, and it does have an all-in-one volume, so I think that'd be nice to have. And Hour of the Zombie as well as another zombie series, because I don't have any zombie series and I am a fan. Obviously it's second best to I Am a Hero, but still another zombie series that can be put on the list. Then from Yen Press I want Fruits Basket. I'm currently watching that anime, probably 3rd or 4th best anime of the season, after One Punch Man, Attack on Titan's first, and then One Punch Man, or maybe Demon Slayer second and One Punch Man third, probably in that loose order. So I do want the Fruits Basket Yen Press kind of, I don't know what they're called, collector's editions or something like that. Spice and Wolf, Yotsuba, Barakamon, and Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, because I don't really have many series like that in Game World and stuff like that. I don't really have many of those kind of series, and I think that Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon is one of the higher rated ones, so I want to try it out. And then the final kind of big publisher of the 6 is Vertical. I forgot to mention I don't have any Dark Horse or Vertical into my collection, so those are a bit higher priority as well, because I want to have at least one series from each publisher. So my 5 series for Vertical are the single volume The God's Lie, Dororo, the anime for that was great, Flowers of Evil, the Mobile Suit Gundam hardcovers, which are dubbed by many people as the best kind of volumes you can get in all of manga. So I definitely need to pick those up, and I haven't got a 5th series for Vertical. If you know any Vertical series that are good, leave them in the comments below so I can add it to my list, because I don't actually have any other Vertical series. I didn't really find any that interested me. Maybe Blam or the other series by that mangaka, I'm blanking on it, Knights of Sidonia, which are both getting released in those massive Masters editions, so those 2 I might look into. But other than that, if you know any good Vertical series, drop them down below. And the 5 with the lowest priority out of those are definitely the 5 Viz ones, like I said at the beginning, because there's a lot more in my collection that is Viz that I need to focus on. And the top 5 priority is probably Attack on Titan first, the Berserk hardcover second, Bar because I kind of want a slice of life comedy, so that's up there. I Am a Hero, and fifth is probably between either The God's Lie or Mob Psycho. I'll probably put The God's Lie higher because it's just one volume, so it'd be easy to obtain, and I already watched Mob Psycho anime, so that'd probably be up there, but behind The God's Lie. So that's kind of it for the first section of my plan for my manga and what I want to do in terms of which manga I want to buy as well. If you got any other suggestions or series that you think are better than the ones that I've named, just let me know, or maybe series that you just think I'd enjoy more based on what I put on my list, or just the manga that I have now. So I'll go to the second section. I'm trying to get through it a bit quicker as to not make this video too long, and that is going to be the manga versus manga tournament arc style thing. So I'll just prepare the volumes for that and get straight into it. So again, see you in a minute, guys.